Hi children, good morning. In the previous class, we completed Santosh Yadav. The first part of the 8th lesson, Reach for the Top. So now you know about Santosh Yadav and her achievements. Try to recollect some answers for these questions, children. What is the achievement of Santosh Yadav? Santosh Yadav wrote a letter of apology to her father. Why did she write that letter? Where did she join for training for mountaineering? Fellow mountaineers liked Santosh Yadav. Why did they like her? What qualities made them like Santosh Yadav very much? Children, just try to recollect answers for these questions. So just so that you can recap the lesson. Now let's go to the second part of the 8th lesson, that is Maria Sharapova. This is also a story of a successful girl who achieved something great at a very young age, like our Santosh Yadav. But she is from Russia and she is a sportswoman. Now, look at this second part, children. Maria Sharapova. A Russian girl, Maria Sharapova, reached the summit of women's tennis when she was barely 18. As you read about her, see if you can draw a comparison between her and Santosh Yadav. Naturally, there may be some similarities between these two women. Now, as we discuss this lesson, Maria Sharapova, you can find some similarities. Then you can discuss, children. Look at this, match the following. They gave some words. Something disarming, at odds with, glamorous attire, in almost no time, poised beyond her years, packed off, launched, heart-wrenching. These are the words or phrases given on the left side, and right side their meanings or definitions are given, children. Try to match them. First one, quickly, almost immediately. So to which you can match it, children. Let's see, quickly. That means in almost no time. In the left column, in almost no time. So how can you match, children? Don't draw lines connecting these two columns. You put numbers left side in the beginning of the left column. You put numbers 1, 2, 3 like that. 1 something disarming, 2 at odds with, 3 glamorous attire, like that you keep numbers. So that now you can, here on the right side of the second column, you can keep the same number here so that you can understand which is matching. So quickly, almost immediately means in almost no time. So on the right side of the second column, you put the number 4. Like that you can match. Next, more calm, confident, and in control than people of her age usually are. Yes, which will match there. Here, see, children, poised beyond her years. That means number 5. Second one in the right column matches with fifth one in the left column. So you just put 5 on the right side of the second column after that sentence. In contrast to, not agreeing with, third one in the right side, that goes with at odds with, number 2 in the left column. At odds with means in contrast to, not agreeing with. And next, fourth one on the right side, something that makes you feel friendly. That means which can, something that makes you feel friendly, something disarming, the first one. So here on the right side, fourth one matches with the first phrase in the left column, in the first column. Next, sent off. Sent off means you're packed off. Sent means sent to somewhere. Sent off, packed off. Matches with packed off. Attractive and exciting clothes. You can easily guess this. Glamorous attire. It goes with glamorous attire. It matches with glamorous attire. Causing strong feelings of sadness. Here, heart wrenching. The last one in the left column. Heart wrenching means causing strong feeling of sadness. Sadness. Next, started. Obviously, launched. Okay, children. Now just read again just meanings of the words or phrases given on the left column with their I mean uh, given on the right side, so that you can easily understand the explanation. And as you read, look for the answers to these questions. Now we are going to discuss the lesson Maria Sharapova, so that you can get answers to these questions. Why was Maria sent to the United States? Why didn't her mother go with her? What are her hobbies? What does she like? What motivates her to keep going? So we will find answers to these questions in this lesson, children. Let's jump to the lesson. Look at the first paragraph. There is something disarming about Maria Sharapova, something at odds with her ready smile and glamorous attire. And that something in her lifted her on Monday, 22nd August 2005, to the world number one position in women's tennis. Exactly some 15 years ago. See, children, what happened? There is something disarming about Maria Sharapova, and that means something friendly nature which we find. Something at odds with her ready smile and glamorous attire, in contrast with her appearance. And that something in her lifted her on Monday 22nd. What is that? But on that day, 22nd August 2005, she achieved something extraordinary, something great. What's that? She became the number one in the tennis world. All this happened in almost no time. Just very quickly it happened. Poised beyond her years, the Siberian born teenager took just 4 years as a professional to reach the pinnacle. Pinnacle means the topmost point, the highest point. Within 4 years, she reached this uh, feat, this greatness, or this success. Now look at the second paragraph. However, the rapid ascent in a fiercely competitive world began 9 years before with a level of sacrifice few children would be prepared to endure. So this success which she achieved in August 2015 not happened all of a sudden. That started 9 years ago. And fiercely competitive world, you know that tennis, very competitive, so much competition is there, very competitive it is. And with level of sacrifice, few children would be prepared to endure. Endure means bear. See, children, whenever you wanted to succeed in life, we have to bear so many things, so many pains sometimes, so many difficulties we have to face. So many children don't want that. But this girl, she became successful because she could endure such pains. Little Maria had not yet celebrated her 10th birthday when she was packed off to train in the United States. Not even she celebrated 10th birthday, that means 9 years old, very small girl. She was sent to the United States. For what purpose? To be trained in playing tennis. Packed off means sent, already we discussed. That trip to Florida with her father Yuri launched her on the path to success and stardom. Her father's name is Yuri, and that means the journey to Florida, United States, that started her success or stardom. But it also required a heart wrenching 2 years separation from her mother. Sorry, children. Elena. Heart wrenching means very painful experience for. Imagine, children, a 9-year-old girl living away from her mother. See how painful it is. But she was prepared to bear that. Heart wrenching 2 year separation from her mother, Elena. Her mother's name is Elena, and father, of course, we already saw, Yuri. The latter was compelled to stay back in Siberia because of visa restrictions. The later. See, children, here, observe the spelling Latter. We generally write later, Later, later. This is latter. The latter was compelled to stay back. Latter means the second one, the next one. Late, later, latest. That is later. Later, later. This is latter, latter. Of course, both are adjectives. Here it is used with the. The latter. When the is used before an adjective, it becomes a common noun. The latter was. She could not go with her daughter because of visa restrictions. The latter means here Elena, Maria's mother. She could not get visa for some reasons. So only Maria, little Maria, and her father went to Florida. The 9-year-old girl had already learnt an important lessons in life, that tennis excellence would only come at a price. Not only tennis excellence, children, any success. If you want to achieve something great, yes, you have to pay some price for that. Price means not in terms of money, children. We have to sacrifice so many things. We have to put so much effort to achieve that success. We generally look at, when we see the successful people or when we read about successful people, we think, oh, they are great. They are enjoying their life a lot. Like that we think. But no, children. They are enjoying, and behind that enjoyment, so many sacrifices will definitely be there. We have to pay a price for any success. Look at the third paragraph, children. I used to be so lonely, Maria Sharapova recalls, because she was staying at a sports hostel in Florida, away from mother. I missed my mother terribly. My father was working as much as he could to keep my tennis training going, so he couldn't see me either. See means here meet. See, children, she was always already away from her mother. Her mother is living in Russia, and she now in US Florida in the tennis sports hostel. And her father is working hard to keep the training go. So she could not spend time either with her mother or with father. That was a very, very strange situation for any girl of 9-year-old children. Because I was so young, I used to go to bed at 8 p.m. The other tennis pupils means students, would come in at 11 p.m. and wake me up order me to tidy up the room and clean it. Naturally, small children go to bed very early and wake up late. Because children, I always I tell you so many times, I told even in the classroom, that all successful people generally they wake up early in the morning, at least before the sun rises. We are not entitled to, or we are not supposed to sleep once the sun rises. This is the best tradition of our country, or for any person, any successful person in the world. So she also used it to go to bed very early so that she could wake up early in the morning. But her other hostel mates, they used it to come to the hostel after 11 p.m. and wake her up and ask her to clean the room. Because generally, children, she was an exception. Generally, the remaining people would be more than 12 years of age, 15 years. So they are elders to her. So they use it to tease her or make her do things for them. Instead of letting that depress me, I became more quietly determined and mentally tough. Generally, what happens, children, when you face this type of difficulties, we lose heart, we get depressed. But she became strong. That means, yes, we have to, when we are facing odds, we have to make ourselves strong and take it as a challenge and keep moving. I learned how to take care of myself. Yes, at the age of 9, she was to take care of everything, from making her clothes ready or arranging the things for her, eating. Now, even now, so many children, your parents may be behind you to eat. Please eat one more idli. Please this. Please eat that curry. Your parents running behind you. But there, in the sports hostel, she was in a different country, thousands of miles away from home, from away from her mother, father. Yes, such life teaches us very valuable lessons. I never thought of quitting because I knew what I wanted. This is very important, children. When your goal is clear, when you are determined to achieve something great, definitely you will not get depressed. You will never lose your courage. You will never lose your heart. She is also telling the same thing. I never thought of quitting because I knew what I wanted. When the goal is clear in your mind, your effort will be very effective. Many of you come to school, or many of you attend these classes, or many of you do your homework only because of us. A teacher may ask tomorrow, he may scold, she may ask, shout at me, or for parents. If I don't attend this class, I see some children even at 11:40, they wake up with ugly faces. They attend to classes. They are even not ready to turn on the cameras because of not to willing to show their not so beautiful faces, because of not they're beautiful, quite cute, no doubt, but they don't want to show their faces because they just woke up, or they just don't wash their face, even teeth brush maybe sometimes. That's why it should not be, children. We should do everything. I should do everything for me, not for you, not for my parents, not for my teachers, not for my colleagues, not for my boss. Yes, whatever I do it for me. So, children, when you have this realization in mind, you will enjoy attending the classes. You will enjoy doing homework because you are doing it for your bright future. Otherwise, if you do it on compulsion and some force, external force works, as long as external force works, you will never enjoy any moment in life. If that pressure comes from within, definitely you will enjoy this. Just recollect the couplet sloka I always quote from the Bhagavad Gita: Uddharedatmanatmanam. I hope you remember that. So this, you are the you are your friend, you are your enemy, that sloka says. So children, please keep this very important point. This line you can even underline. I never thought of quitting because I knew what I wanted. When you come from nothing and you have nothing, then it makes you very hungry and determined. I would have put up with much more humiliation and insults than that to steadfastly pursue my dream. As children, we have to face, definitely, we have to face many difficulties on the way to success. I would have put up with much more humiliation. No problem. Humiliations, these problems, insults, all these things we face because definitely, when you are moving towards your success, there will be so many people pulling you back. No doubt. They humiliate you. They criticize you, even though it is not correct. They make so many allegations. Yes, we have to put up with such things, and we have to pursue to reach our dream, to reach our goal. As Abdul Kalam says, Dream, dream, dream. Dreams transform into thoughts, and thoughts result in actions. So that only help us, children. Now let's look at the sixth paragraph. The toughness runs through Maria even today. Even today, she has that same determination. It was the key to her bagging the women's singles crown at Wimbledon in 2004 and to her meteoric rise to the world number one spot the following year. In 2005 itself, she became number one. Meteoric rise means that the fast growth, sudden rise. Yes, within 1 year, she became number one in the world. While her journey from the frozen plains of Siberia, you all know that Siberia is a cold desert, frozen plains of Siberia to the summit of women's tennis has touched the hearts of tennis fans. For the younger herself, there appears to be no room for sentiment. For the youngster herself, there appears to be no room for sentiment, no place for sentiment. Though, so no sentiments are here because people liked her. She is from that Russia, of course, Siberia, a cold plain. Women touched the hearts of tennis fans. For the youngster herself, there appears to be no room for any sentiments. Without having any sentiments, she achieved all these things. So people started liking her. The straight looks and the answers she gives when asked about her ambition make it amply clear that she considers the sacrifices were worth it. I am very, very competitive. I work hard as what I do. I work hard at what I do. It's my job. This is her mantra for success. Wonderful line. Mantra for success. I work hard at what I do. It's my job. We have to work hard because why? That is your job. So at this age, children, reading, attending the classes, doing homework, reading, writing notes, taking exams, all these things. That is your job. You have to work hard. Work hard. And she says that all her sacrifices worth. Yes, she sacrificed so many things in life, but ultimately she could reach her goal. She tasted the success. That's more important. And here, this is her mantra for success, is very, very inspiring line. Children, see what is that mantra? I work hard at what I do. That's all. When you are doing something, put all your efforts, all your concentration, all your energy towards it. Definitely you can do it perfectly. Some people write notes. When teacher gives notes, they just scribble. They write something, okay, right, show. If goes, the teacher will die, no problem. No, it should not be. You are writing for you, for yourself. Your writing reflects your attitude. Then, how much concentration should we pay towards writing when you are writing notes? The letters should be as tidy and neat as you. They should be beautiful. Yes, children, not only in writing, reading, or whatever you work you do at home, help mother at kitchen or father in the business or the job or daily chores, arranging, keeping house clean. All these things you have to do as a job, as your job. Then definitely you will be successful. Though Maria Sharapova speaks with a pronounced American accent, of course, she went to America at the age of 9. She could easily catch that accent. She proudly parades her Russian nationality. Yes, she never forgot her roots. Even though she became American almost in the culture, accent, language, everything, she never forgot her roots. She knew that she is from Russia. Clearing all doubts, she says, I am Russian. It's true that the US is a big part of my life, but I have Russian citizenship. My blood is totally Russian. I will play the Olympics for Russia if they want me. And you know, the children tennis, Wimbledon, all these are individual games. They don't represent from a country. So as individuals, they play. But in Olympics, if you play Olympics, you have to represent a country in cricket, World Cup, all these things. So she says that even though America is very important for me, it plays a very important role, important part in my life. Of course, America only made her a great tennis player. But if at all Russia asks in Olympics to represent that country, I would very happily do that. That is what nationality, children. This is very very important. You should be loyal to your motherland, your country, wherever you are working. You may go tomorrow. You may go to Australia, New Zealand, US, or any other country as part of your career. But you should never forget the roots, what India taught us. Okay, there's a wonderful song I learned at sung that is దేశం ఏమిచ్చిందని దూషించుట దోషం దేశానికి ఏమిస్తే తీరును రుణశేషం. It's a wonderful line, children, which some people blame. India, what's there in India? What did India give me? Oh, that is. That's very wrong. But how can you repay the country for what all it did to you? So many things the country gave you, your motherland gave you. Tomorrow you may go to some other country to pursue your career, to be successful. But you should never forget your motherland. That is the message given in this paragraph by Maria Sharapova. Like any number of teenager sensations, Maria Sharapova lists fashion, singing, and dancing as her hobbies. In this paragraph, she is telling about her hobbies. What are her hobbies, children? Look at singing, dancing, of course, fashion. She's a teenager. Naturally, they have more liking, towards dresses, accessories, all these things, decorate, or that things to decorate, all these things, of course, and dancing, singing, also her hobbies. She loves reading the novels of Arthur Conan Doyle. Her fondness for sophisticated evening gowns appears at odds with her love of pancakes with chocolate spread and fizzy orange drinks. So she, of course, she also loves to read these detective novels. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, a very famous author who is the creator of that character Sherlock Holmes. And also her it looks at odds with, that means it contrasts with, that's a matured hobby, reading. And again her fancy for her evening gowns and pancakes, it contrasts. Of course, this is like a childish thing, a hobby or taste. Reading novels written by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, like the detective novels, somewhat a matured thing. So they contrast with each other. Maria Sharapova cannot be pigeonholed or categorized. Pigeonholed means to categorize something, to fix something to them. He is like this, she is like this. Sachin is known for his batting. Dhoni is for keeping, like that, children. So it's they say that cannot be pigeonholed or categorized. Her talent, unwavering desire to succeed, and readiness to sacrifice have lifted her to the top of the world. What made her great? Of course, talent and unwavering desire. This is very, very important, children. We should have that desire forever. As Vivekananda always said, have one goal in mind and always think of it. So, that is the secret of success. If you know that this is the concept to be a successful person, we can try to put it into practice. Sometimes we don't know, that's why we don't do it. If we know, definitely many people do that. Here we have to learn that to be successful, we should have all these qualities: talent, unwavering desire to succeed, and readiness to sacrifice. This is more important. You have to sacrifice some luxuries in life, some comforts in life. Then you will definitely. Generally, we people, you have some luxuries, so like watching TV. Many people watch TV, that bloody shows like Big Boss or some meaningless serials like Kartik Deepam, or some dance shows, that these all these things, meaningless comforts, they are all. Sometimes, of course, so we enjoy. For time pass, you can watch a movie, or for some time pass, for some time you can watch a cartoon channel, or you can play game for some time. I saw recently. I came across a boy who wasted his time. His father bought a cell phone for him, as the schools are sending lessons, but that person never saw those videos. He always played games, video games, like that. This is not correct, children. So Maria Sharapova cannot be pigeonholed categories. Okay, a few would grudge her the riches she is now reaping. This is what she has to say about her monetary gains from tennis. Of course, money is a motivation. Tennis is a business and a sport, but the most important thing is to become number one in the world. That's the dream that kept me going. Yes. What kept her going? That dream to become number one. Of course, at last she achieved it. So these are the two lessons in given the two parts of this lesson given in the eighth lesson. Reach for the top. Santosh Yadav and Maria Sharapova both achieved great success in their lives at a very young age with their talent, of course, hard work and sacrifices. Okay, children, uh, please read the lesson once again. Try to summarize it. I think if the questions are there, I will send their answers for that later. You try to answer them first in your running notes. Okay, children. Bye for today.